Hello YouTubers, this is Gator, the older gamer. Just going to show you some tips when using a tank. Um, we're going to start off on the Operation Firestorm map on Battlefield 4. We're playing Conquest Large. And the first thing I wanted to mention was squad leaders, please issue orders to the rest of your squad. That's free points. When you have a little star next to your name in your squad, that means you're the squad leader. That's free points. Why not take advantage of it? And it's communicating with your team, even if they're not in your chat party, lets you know what you're doing, and then they can in turn communicate with you. But I'm coming into the A flag here. This is the very start of the game, and you'll notice I don't go all the way into the A zone, just enough to start burning the flag. And it's just there's so many things that can destroy a tank. The recon and support classes both carry C4. I've gotten killed by repair torches before. That's very embarrassing. But of course, all the launchers and helicopters and other tanks and whatnot can also destroy you. So, in my opinion, the tank in Battlefield 4 is much more vulnerable than it was in Battlefield 3. You really can't just go around and own an area with a tank solely and control the game. There's really so many more elements at play here. The first tip is to work the perimeter of the map. You notice I don't go straight up the gut. I come to the outside areas. I'm looking around, I'm looking outside in, and I see this helicopter here, and my buddy in a tank right next to me there, parallel to me, actually hits him with a shell directly, which is awesome. That's why I love Battlefield. Working my way to the perimeter of the map and just kind of surveying what's going on. And the role of a tank operator is to support the infantry that are playing the objectives. If you go in and try to take a flag by yourself without any infantry around to help out, whether it's repairing or spotting or whatnot, you're going to be toast. There's so many different things that can destroy a tank, so you have to be very smart about how you play the tank position. So I'm outside looking in here and just surveying what's going on, trying to support my infantry. They're in there taking the flags. All I'm just trying to do is help compete against the other players that are going up against them. And there's a gentleman here in a mobile AA, and he just starts charging at me with these machine guns, and they're just no match for my shells. And boom, that's what usually ends up happening. And then of course we got a rogue C4 guy comes there, tries to C4 the tank, and if you're within my eye line of the tank, boom, you're gonna be dead. That's why you might notice I switch in and out of third and first person views, and that would be my second tip. It's very important to be hyper vigilant when you're in a tank. Always drive in a third person mode. That way you see anything up ahead of you in a much wider view. And then when you want to zoom in, like on this player here in the building, boom, you can do that and watch the whole building comes down. I love it. Greatest thing about Battlefield 4 is the destruction. So that soldier's dead, and I make a big mistake here. I actually start to work into the map, and I'm abandoning my role and trying to help burn the C flag here. And I notice a sniper right there to the right. So I look up in here and notice a small little window I have to shoot him, and I miss him the first time, but you can see him moving there. But the second time's all it took. Boom. And being I was focused on that area and I was in the player zone, enemy puts C4 on my tank, and there's nothing I can do. Once it's already on, you can't jump out and take it off. You're just, boom, you're dead. On to the next. The second role of a tank driver is actually in the gunning position, the second seat. And the main thing you want to do when you're a gunner in a tank, and the number one thing you want to do, is spot anybody around you from the enemy team. The tank driver can't see very well. You saw from me when first person mode, you can't really see what's going on, so you're always looking at the mini-map there in the lower left hand corner. And if I spot the enemies around me, my tank driver at least has an idea of where to go. And you notice there's I'm trying to fend off any C4 bonsai jeeps that try to come in and knock us out, and he decides to go the other way. But if you notice, I look to the left here and see a tank coming right up next to him, and I don't know if he saw him or not, but I went ahead and marked him, and boom, he appears on the map right there. So the tank driver knows. So I go to turn my gun to the rear of the tank. That way I'm not exiting from the front where I'll get blasted by a shell. And I try to help out with a launcher, but Guns has got it all taken care of, so he takes care of it, and I finish off the driver. Tries to escape, and that's called team play. That's called working together. He was in my chat party, so we were able to communicate a lot better as if we were randoms. But back in there and on to the next. Like I said, the first thing about tank playing is support, support, support. You want to support your players that are actually playing the objective. And not to say that you're not going to play the objective as well, but everybody has their role. And the team was kind of getting greedy here. They were trying to take the A flag, so they were running up in here trying to spawn camp. And that's the one great thing about a tank is that at distance, note at distance, it's a very deadly instrument, especially against infantry. So just keep that in mind when you're using a tank, that distance is what makes a tank very, very deadly. Charging in and trying to destroy other tanks and just running right through the gut of the game all by yourself without anybody helping you spot enemies, you're going to be toast. So I'm going to the Delta flag here, trying to support the infantry. You see all the other team members that are running in here to take it. We're trying to push the other team back, and they're just being really aggressive. But I'm coming here not to take the flag. I'm coming here to help eliminate any infantry that might be up against them. And you look to my left here, and there's 2 infantry right there and there. And they get behind cover, and sometimes you can actually have splash damage from your shells that will do damage to the soldiers. It'll either make it easier for your infantry to take them off, or you can actually finish them off. And then I have an enemy player tries to run up and throw C4 on me. I guess it was his latch ditch effort. And if you're in the sight line of the tank driver, you're going to get killed 9 times out of 10. And then I'm watching, looks like they're trying to go to the hill to establish a choke point. And for some reason, they jump out of the tank. I don't know if I guess they had that jet coming at them, but ended up hitting one with a shell direct and then finishing the other one off in the tank. I'm sorry, in the Jeep. And that was that. So just goes to show how at distance a tank is just almost unstoppable. So keep that in mind when you're playing. And another thing keep in mind is you have unlimited ammo when you play a tank. It's not like a gun where you have a clip and when you're out of bullets you got to run around and cry for ammo. I took the shot on this Jeep right there, and what a lucky shot. I'll admit it was a very lucky shot, but don't give up on your shots. You just never know what's possible when you're in your tank. So I'm starting to wrap the game up here. They've starting to take the lead on us, and it's obvious we're not going to win. It was a close game, but they ended up pushing us too far back, and we just couldn't make it up in time. We just ran out of tickets, and that was that. But I hope you all liked the video. I was just trying to explain how an important role a tank is in a game like Conquest, and how running around as just an infantry player, you need those tank drivers to help you out. You need that support from the tanks, and it's just a very important role. And once you know that role, you'll become a much better tank driver. So I hope you liked the video. If you would, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and we'll be putting out some more videos related to the Battlefield 4 gameplay in the future. Thanks very much. This is the Gator, out.